Welcome to the Full Throttle Saloon project. Like this video, join our Patreon, and subscribe.
The Sturgis Rally always rocks. But in 2008, it was a year like no other.
Sturgis, 08!
Over 500,000 people invade the town of Sturgis, South Dakota every August and kick off one giant biker party. And the biggest, baddest biker bar in the wild, wild west is the Full Throttle Saloon.
We do stuff that nobody else seems to want to do.
Welcome to Biker Heaven.
I got spanked, handcuffed, it's a good time.
Tonight,
This bar is me. I've built everything here. I'm not giving it up.
Michael Ballard has only 7 days to earn his keep for the entire year.
We have a payment due of over $350,000 to the bank.
He's got 1 week to clear $2 million. And this year, the deck is stacked against him.
In 9 years, this is the worst rally I've ever had, hands down.
A tornado blows through the Black Hills, and everyone feels the pressure. With one eye on the sky and the other on his beautiful bartenders.
She ran a $2,000 till, she took home $1,000 in tips. There ain't no way that's possible.
This year, the stress may finally get him.
There's no way possibly that this place can operate if I'm stuck in a hospital.
Oh, this is gonna make me cry.
Badasses, babes, and beer collide with leather and a whole lot of chrome at the largest biker bar in the world.
Things are getting heated up now. Things are getting out of control.
It's a ride you'll never forget. The Full Throttle Saloon.
It rocks, dude. Naked chicks everywhere.
One of the things that the Throttle's been known for is hot chicks. I mean, we have always had the best looking girls in Sturgis.
I'm from Casper, Wyoming. I'm originally from Wisconsin, but I go to school here in South Dakota.
Minnesota.
Washington State.
From East River, South Dakota. I'm local.
I have girls that actually do nothing but motorcycle rallies. They're working 6 or 7 weeks out of the year, knocking down 70 grand. But they're hot. They know how to work it.
His girls pull in the crowds, but Michael's gotta be careful. If they cross the line, the city will pull the plug on the entire operation.
I even have my attorney come out in orientation with the bartenders and tell them exactly what they can do, what they can't do.
The 2 B's, boobs and butts. You can't show the lower portion of your butts with the ordinance rules. You can't show any portion of the nipple or the underside of the boob.
They can't show their boobs. They can't wear clothes like G-strings or thongs. They can't even wear that behind the bar.
Belly shots are okay. The cleavage ones are taboo because what happens is that you get the shot there and the mouth comes back in. He starts doing this here.
They are the main attraction in a town where almost anything goes. But there are real hard consequences for Michael if his girls break the law.
It's not us, but a liquor license in this town is worth $500,000.
We can't afford to lose 500 grand over. Some bartender wants to get up and do some kind of a tit boob shot with a shot of liquor between her tits for $5.
We have cameras all over the place here.
Each bartender has a till or cash register and a tip jar. Over the next 7 days, they will handle tens of thousands of dollars.
That beer's still laying out there because she's digging for her money to pay for it, see?
Which, over the years, has proven to be too great a temptation for a handful of his hired help.
It's a cash business, and we always bust 8 to 10 girls every single year for stealing from us. Just trying to steal money from me. I hate that completely. I'll put you in jail over that.
Among the girls this year are 2 sisters from Florida, Nikki and Jessie, and their best friend, Brittany.
When you think that you work every day, if you can make an average of $300 or $400, that's pretty good.
Sarah's here to make some money, too.
I come to Sturgis because I make 5 times what I make in 1 month in 3 days.
And that's because the Full Throttle is the main attraction of the biggest motorcycle rally on the planet.
We're Disney World for bikers.
Set on 30 acres just outside the city limits, the Full Throttle Saloon is a blue-collar biker bar run by a blue-collar guy from Dyersburg, Tennessee.
started this business about 9 years ago. We employ about 300 people and 100 bartenders, and we like to think that we're the best place in town to be. I've been riding bikes since I was a little kid. My parents made the mistake of buying me a mini bike, and now they say that if they knew this was going to take place, they would have never done that deal. But here we are, you know.
But the main attraction every year just might be Michael's girlfriend, Angie, whose derriere has become a huge asset to the Full Throttle.
Angieland kind of started when one of the bikers came up and said, "Can I take a picture with you, but I want it to be something special that no one else has done." So I'm like, "Can I sit on your head?" And he's like, "Yes, I would love it if you sat on my head." I'm actually very conservative. I mean, to believe it or not, I'm very conservative. And now I'm known in the whole industry as, I can walk into any rally, anywhere, and people know, "Oh, you're Angieland," even when I have clothes on. So, they're actually even looking at my face.
Angie's rear has also spawned the Flaunt Girls, basically a lingerie stage show that packs them in.
I love you. We're actually been working to try to get her in the Guinness Book of World Records on the most photographed ass. She's actually the only girl that's ever inspired me. She's like the only girl that I've ever been with that I felt comfortable enough to even have a kid with. That I know that she would be a great mother, with me or without me.
The very first day that I met Michael, he grabbed my arm and brought me over to a group of his friends and said, "I'd like y'all to meet my future wife." What's your name again? That's the very first time I ever met him. That's what he did.
Unfortunately for Michael and the Full Throttle Saloon, one of the biggest players this year is the economy.
This year, all of the rallies nationwide's been down because fuel's gone through the roof, so a lot of people bring RVs. If you got an RV that's getting 6 miles to a gallon and you're paying $4 or $5 a gallon for fuel and diesel fuel, they can't afford to make that 2,000-mile trip, 1,000 miles here and back home, so they can't come to the rally.
Michael's got 7 days to clear his overhead and pay his bills. His target number is $2 million.
Is that your snake?
His business plan is simple. Good-looking girls, beer and burnout pits, free rock and roll, cheap t-shirts, fast food. He even built 200 cabins on his property to rent out during the week.
They come to the rally on a shoestring budget. Most of them are camping in tents. We offer all free entertainment. There's never a cover charge here at the Full Throttle, and we do stuff that nobody else seems to want to do or try to do, you know.
With the economy down the tubes, he's banking on a big first night. Scott Resson, the Full Throttle events manager, has booked national acts Coolio and Naughty by Nature.
So, this Coolio will all be here, but I'm going to have to make another arrangement as soon as one person gets here to go pick up the other person at the airport.
Aspirin, you already have a headache and you can't open the damn thing.
Before the sun even sets on the first day of the rally, there's trouble at the Full Throttle.
Where are we sitting right now?
Only one made it here. 3 guys are sitting in Chicago right this second.
Chicago? It should be coming from Denver.
The opening acts are both MIA. The performers, Coolio and Naughty by Nature, are held up by delayed flights and missed connections.
That's gonna suck if them bands don't get here, man.
If I had to walk out on stage and say, "Yeah, I'm sorry everybody that Coolio will not be performing tonight," we'll have an angry mob.
Coming up, the show must go on, with or without the performers.
Here we are kicking the rally off, and we're gonna have nobody.
Then, a mysterious pain knocks Michael flat on his back.
I didn't want to look through that CAT scan and find something else. Oh, this is gonna make me cry.
As a tornado bears down on his pride and joy. The Full Throttle Saloon is ready to rally.
This is my 43rd straight rally.
Angie and her flaunt girls are kicking up their heels. But the big stage is empty, the crowd is restless, and Michael is about to lose it.
We worked so hard to get the property ready to go and be organized in the beginning. Yeah, I was totally sweating. And here we are kicking the rally off, and we're gonna have nobody. And then people would tear this place apart. Them young people, when they make the drive up here to go see these bands, the hip hop stuff, and they don't show, it would be a nightmare. But Coolio ended up pulling it out and making it in. I think Naughty by Nature got here at like 8 o'clock, and it went on at 10. So by the time they got from the airport to here, they had like 30 minutes before they had to hit the stage. It was insane.
Say hell yeah! But for Scott, Michael's event manager, the drama isn't over. Naughty by Nature won't take the stage without cash in hand.
I was backstage, and I said, well, you know, I'll still the advancement after you guys get off. And so they looked at me and said, Scotty, I understand it's been a hard day, but we need to get our money right now. And it was 2 minutes to showtime.
Yeah, I got to do this settlement before they go on. I got to run.
Scott has to take their demand to the boss. He needs $7,500 in cash, or Naughty by Nature will walk.
They're not going on until I get this settlement done.
That's fine.
So they're on right now. I'm just running.
Okay. So you need to write this out because it's going to change your balance. 1,000, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right off the bat, Scott jumps up. He tries to play it cool, and he's scared to death underneath.
Okay, we're good. I got to fly.
At that point, if someone's going to stick an arm out or try to do it, I was going to deck them and just run them over at that point. I didn't care.
Count that out. Then I'm going to get you guys to perform. You all good? Yeah. Okay, thanks, guys. Sorry about that. We got close. Got lucky on that one, so that's the update. We're good. We're golden.
Give it up for Naughty by Nature!
With the band paid off, the Full Throttle is back in gear. But Michael puts out one fire only to find another in his main bar. The sisters from Florida, Nikki and Jessie, and their best friend Brittany are dancing more than the customers. And that's a big issue for Michael when it comes to making money.
You'll see girls get up on the bar. They'll want to just work it and work it and work it for $5 tip. Well, if the girl that's right next to you is ringing, she'll sell $100 worth of damn drinks while you're standing on the bar. But some of these girls, they just don't. And you can tell them that, but they don't register with them.
Look at all the bruises on my legs from jumping up on the bar, doing body shots.
It's only been one day, but the Florida girls are already railing against Michael's rules.
When you dance on the bar, that brings people to your bar.
And they're like, hell yeah, hot chick on a bar. Oh my God, she's looking at that girl's tits. I want a drink.
If you get up on the bar and dance and stuff and draw the attention of the crowd, then of course you're going to be busier than the other girls.
The sewer's backing up. It has already overflowed in Michael's office, so we can't get him awake. So he's gonna wake up to this terrible smell in just a few minutes.
Michael's sister helps keep the books.
All right, nobody uses a bathroom. I gotta shut the water.
And a whole lot more.
You gotta stop.
Vicky has always been kind of my protector in the background.
The way that she takes care of things is she goes on a power trip.
Well, I've been fired by his sister 3 times.
I mean, she's been right there beside me 100%. And the reason she's done it is just a family bond.
We had a vendor that came out that had applied on the application to paint motorcycles. You know, this is the application. This is what you said you were going to do is paint motorcycles. Now you're airbrushing, tits.
We gotta stop, dear. We can't do any more of this at all. My understanding was you were going to be painting motorcycles.
Well, they just got there telling us an hour ago that we could.
I booked the vendors, and I'm telling you, you can't. This is over. It's done.
You see crazy things and people do stuff and everything. That pretty much topped the list with me for this year.
At least one of the bartenders is in clear violation of the Full Throttle dress code.
See? Look. She's going to reach under there and her tits.
Very nice.
Michael sends Sean, one of his bar managers, to deal with Sarah. It's Sean's responsibility to make sure the girls stick to the rules, push the products, and keep the customers happy.
The pasties and what we said at orientation and showing the other girls, you know, the other girls showing their...
Which is fine if they show us.
Yeah, but you're involved in it. You're even though you're
But
not...
I'm not showing their nipples.
But
just their
you're
breasts.
not clocked in right now, but you're
Right.
representing the Full Throttle.
Which I understand, like, behavior and appearance is different. My behavior is completely fine because I'm not doing anything
Not if
inappropriate.
you're lifting up another woman's shirt and having your hands go up her shirt. And so even when we were at orientation, you don't drink here. You don't
Which I
do
haven't.
any of the things that you're not supposed to be doing. No, if you're clocked out, I don't need you in here with pasties on. I need you to get into your appropriate outfit to go out and sell shots tonight.
I'm going
Okay?
to, which I love it.
All right.
I don't know. I just am missing my horns.
Okay.
I'll still look good in my devil dress, which I have to go change into before I get chewed out some more for wearing pasties. But I probably made more in pictures than I'll make as a shooter girl night, so.
On another beautiful day, the Full Throttle Saloon, B-Man in the Badlands. Hey, look who it is! It's my bestest rock and roll buddy in the world, Jesse Free from Jackal. Back for another. Everybody having a good time?
Michael's best friend is Jesse Dupree from Jackal. That'd be like his running mate, say.
If there's one person that ever just brings tears to my eyes and make me laugh so hard, it's him, because he's just so crazy and out there left field.
Jesse's also a big moneymaker for Michael as the frontman for his band Jackal, an annual attraction at the Full Throttle.
Key is just to save those aluminum cans from when you do it.
And one of the biggest draws of the week if they make it that far. After just one day, Michael is already down more than $20,000 from last year's figures. With the rally now in high gear, he can't afford an off night or a lack of focus from his staff.
Hey, put that camera zone where Nikki Patterson is. I'm bringing her in here. Below that, down, back up, got that till the next one, right there. I want her to see that we're watching him.
The Full Throttle compound has over 40 cameras to keep things honest, and Michael uses every one.
There's one. Where's the other girls at?
The boss decides to put the pressure on and pay a personal visit to his bar.
How you doing?
I hate working next to all these stupid little girls.
Do you?
I like doing you guys a favor, but I hate the goes with it with dealing with these girls.
She's putting her tip jar in the middle and making you move yours?
No, she's putting hers directly in the middle.
All right.
And I'm getting one of my tips already went in there.
How you going to leave that over by your tail?
Every girl in the main bar should be making in the thousands. So, after a second night of watching the girls from Florida dance in the bar instead of selling drinks, Michael has seen enough.
Hey.
Hey.
So, did Sean have a talk with you about your teals last night?
No.
They lie to us every year. We have it happen to us. I don't put up with that.
So I need you to get your teals up.
Okay.
Big time, like double. One girl was $3,900 at the main bar last night. So and she wasn't even at the front, she was toward the back. I want you to stay at the main bar. You're a good looking girl, you do good, and you've worked hard for us for the past 2 or 3 years, and I want you to stay there, but I gotta have that money in order for you to stay there.
I know.
So I don't know if you point at them or want a beer, want a drink, whatever, but I need you to get your teals up.
Okay.
All right?
I will stay off the bar and I will stay behind the bar and I will.
Shots so much. I heard you were shooting some shots last night.
I took a shot last night with the band. Yes, I did.
All right.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I will not drink again.
Okay.
I'm done.
Thank you.
Nikki isn't the only one who caught the boss's eye.
She tells she's nervous. Look at her.
Coming up, Sarah gets another scolding.
I gave you a second chance yesterday when we went through the whole issue yesterday.
Michael takes an emergency trip to the hospital, and panic hits the Full Throttle as the storm crashes into Sturgis. If they lose the lights, they could lose all their money.
As soon as that electricity goes off, these customers are grabbing these tip jars, everything.
That's next. With the economy in the tank and the gas prices through the roof, the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally is having a hard year, and so is the Full Throttle. By midweek, Michael is starting to lose more than money. Some of his greatest assets are walking out the door.
Mostly they quit because they don't like it, or they don't think they're making enough money, or they fall in love and run away with someone.
Because they can't hack it. If you're good, and if you're not, you're not. They come and they work, and it's hard and it's hot. And they make $100 or they make $200, and they're just so disappointed.
It's been a stressful last couple days. Yesterday they pulled me off the bar because they said I wasn't ringing high enough, which I'm sorry is BS. Tonight they're not putting us at the same bar, so we're over it. I will be up here again. I don't know if I will consider coming back here if they even allow me to. I think it's pretty much a power trip right now.
As Jesse and Nikki ride back to Florida, Sarah gets her second warning.
All right.
Round 2.
Let's do it.
Ding, ding.
Let's do it before I change. Can we do it right now so I can go change?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We can do it right now.
Security caught Sarah with a man in her employee housing.
I gave you a second chance yesterday when we went through the whole issue yesterday with the pasties, which I see you still have on. Don't let anybody in the campsite that is not staying there. And that's exactly what you did last night. You'll get your stuff and you will have to leave.
I can't stay in the cabin at all?
Nope. I need to let you go.
So I just got fired. Woo!
With the attendance down across the rally, Michael begins to take matters into his own hands.
I'm scared to death what we're going to lose today. We need to at least hit 84,000.
If you're losing money, you've got to cut your overhead, maximize your profit margins, and move the product off the shelves. He started by slashing prices on his massive stock of T-shirts.
Hey, Jen, let's do this. Let's get it out of here. Let's blow it out. Let's do 3 for $30 on them and do 2 tables in the middle of the store, but you got to put a lot of signs on it so people know that's what it is. I want to make some money.
When bikers burn rubber at the burnout pit, Mike sells them what they need to get them off the property. New tread.
What's our cost in it? 114. 114, you're charging 160 for the car. Raise it up to 180.
Michael even checked to see if he could squeeze another nickel out of pizza slices.
The slice of pizza, $3. For pizza? $3.50's fine. It used to be nothing for me to give away somebody a beer, but man, what's one beer? Well, hell, you know what one beer is? It's $5.75. That's what one beer is.
The Throttle's MC and DJ, Goat Boy, has seen this act before.
He's a hard ass as far as business. I mean, a hard ass. If you go to him and say, Michael, I need $1, go pick up that garbage can and I'll give you $1. You know what I mean? It's business. It is business.
I just wrote a check for $144,000 for our first initial stock with just beer. And then we spend probably another 60 to 70 grand just on hard alcohol. When you start writing them checks to them beer companies, you know, it was $144,000 out the door just to fill our 2 coolers up with beer. It's a lot of money. Things are getting heated up now. Things are getting out of control.
Michael isn't alone in his frustration.
Every single person, those people, anybody walking like that that has no beer, you need to say, you need a beer, you need a water, you need something to drink. I don't want no one walking by here without a beer, okay?
Angie's already losing her mind, and, you know, everybody's ready to quit. And
I understand you want to be there to make those tips, but I got that till to make my bills.
so the drama about this starting to happen now.
Even Michael's right-hand man, Goat, is feeling the heat.
I mean, it's go do this, go do this, go to the radio station, cut me an ad.
Go to help me haul this stuff out.
No, I got things to do.
You sure do. Help me haul this stuff out.
You know, we're just wondering today why we can't quit you. You run us ragged every damn year, and we're like, why can we not walk away from this place?
Because y'all don't ever get laid except for this one time during the damn year.
And the spreadsheet figures aren't the only ones Michael's worried about.
We got to figure out what we're going to do about these bartenders. There's like 15 girls out of all my bartenders here that totally unattractive, and I jumped her ass about that. What the hell's going on?
The last thing I want to do is send a girl home that traveled a long ways to work at the Full Throttle during the Sturgis rally. I don't want to ruin their rally. They're here to have fun too. They're here to make money.
There's one girl out here weighs over 200 pounds, walking around in a damn miniskirt that works here, and it should be against the law. We have an image to uphold, just like the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders and Coyote Ugly has. Well, you could get a weigh scale and you could hook a red light and a green light up. We're going to probably figure out a legal way to move some of these girls down the road.
After squeezing every nickel out of his bar, Michael is exhausted and in a world of hurt.
His back pain kept getting worse and worse and worse.
A couple times, I mean, it really put me down. I'd break out in a sweat, felt like I was going to throw up. And
I don't know if it's kidney stone or constipation or what it is, but he, of course, refuses to go to the doctor and make it better.
It's hot in here. It's hotter than 2 rats in a wool sock.
Why do you say stuff like that? Hi, this is Angie Carlson, and I'm bringing over Michael Ballard. You're a hospital, right? I'm making him go. I don't want him to get any sicker because I know if it's a kidney infection, it can go into your blood.
Just when things couldn't get any worse, they do. As Michael and Angie arrive at the hospital, a tornado warning hits Sturgis. It's up to Vicky to hold down the fort.
My stomach hit the ground, and I knew I was screwed. If this rain starts and when it hits, all these girls that are out in the open, I got to get them undercover quick. I need your guys to get out there and get them out, bring them in here until the rain stops.
An hour away, Michael is at the mercy of the medical professionals.
I mean, I can't even tell you last time I've ever been to a hospital. Your mind wanders every direction. What is this, you know? Because it never let up.
Have you ever had a CT scan before? Alrighty, we'll go ahead and get started. There's the lights right here, so when it counts down, and you'll know how long you have to hold your breath. The longest will be about 30 seconds, okay?
Like, I know that right now all he's got on his mind is what's happening at Throttle.
He doesn't heavily drink. He has a beer every so often. Doesn't use drugs. Doesn't smoke cigarettes. Doesn't do any of that. I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
I didn't want to, like, look through that CAT scan and find something else. Oh, this could make me cry.
Michael and Angie are anxiously awaiting for the results of his MRI. While outside, a storm is about to hit the Full Throttle head-on.
If this rain starts blowing, be sure you pull these racks back. Okay.
While Vicky tries to hold down the fort, Michael can finally find out the reason for the pain in his back.
Hey, I got a kidney stone. Yeah.
It's a huge, gigantic kidney stone. Like, so big that they compared it to having a 12-pound baby. And I don't think it's, like, registering in his mind what that really is going to feel like.
No, I'm out because they can't do it here. I got to go to Rapid, I guess.
They gave him some pain medication to kind of help him get through the next couple of days.
I have to get it. They have to do something that's too big to pass.
I mean, it literally looked like he had his little baby. And he's even named it. He named it Little Mikey.
Listen. That sounds like hail.
Is it hailing right now? I walk out of the hospital and it's hail. It's hailing right there in front of me. As soon as I open the door to leave, I couldn't even leave the hospital because there's a hailstorm going on outside. I have to go back in a waiting room and sit down.
Look at that, there it is.
Whitewood by 6:55. Nina by 7:05.
It's going to hit the throttle.
Downtown Sturgis by 7:10.
Wow, it's going to hit us then, ain't it?
If the electricity goes out, because there's golf ball size hail, is what they just told me with this storm, I'm gonna need your guys to just immediately dive behind this main bar, quick.
Okay.
As soon as that electricity goes off, these customers are grabbing these tip jars, everything. But we're gonna keep serving. He's getting in anything in bottles behind the bar now, and that's what I'm gonna need if it happens. Okay. Thanks.
Thanks, Vicki.
What time is it?
We can start saying a prayer.
7. 10 minutes is supposed to hit downtown Sturgis.
Wind gusts up to 70 miles an hour.
All right, that's what I want to know. Thank you. Bye. We got 5 minutes and 60-mile-an-hour winds.
Despite the storm, Michael is desperate to get back to his saloon.
Rally sucks.
While in Sturgis, 40 miles away, the storm has been upgraded to a tornado
Hey, so if you see a tornado coming, call my cell, all right?
that could wipe the Full Throttle off the map.
Yeah, if they don't have enough. Yeah, I hear it.
In the blue. This is not one.
Hey, Tom, any way you can make it to the front tent where the T-shirts are? Because they said the tent's about to fall down out there.
Golly, look at all that water. It's all the way over the whole top of that right there.
It's all the way over that curve, isn't it?
Any guys in here? Any guy that's on duty right now, follow me. Every guy. I don't care who you are. Send everybody out there.
All right.
You're not gonna see anything out
Asking
there.
for underground protection and coverage, and I don't think that we have that, right?
The only place that I know on this property that's secured is the walk-in freezer.
In the kitchen?
And the kitchen. And you ain't gonna get all these people in there. The worst is yet to come.
We're all gonna die! We're all gonna die!
A surprise storm hits Sturgis and the crowd at the Full Throttle scatters as the ground is pelted with golf ball-sized hail. And if that wasn't bad enough, the rock and roll act booked to play the main stage had to bag the show as their gear was literally blown off the stage. With Michael on his way back from the hospital, his staff realized they need to do something to keep the crowd from leaving. They ended up pulling a rabbit out of their hat and staged a rowdy wet t-shirt contest. The winner received one more splash and a free shot on the house. But Michael, loaded up on painkillers, is in no mood to celebrate. And Goat got his feelings hurt.
I asked him, I said, Michael, I would like a couple beers to celebrate Michael because I don't have no money. You know what he says to me? How many passes did you sell? If that's what matters to him, then he can have this place.
Goat runs this place with his heart. Michael runs this place with his heart and his mind. If he directs him to do something that is for business, Goat takes it personal. It always ends up with Goat in tears and Michael trying to make him feel better.
And he gets that, dude, this is my life. I am done this year. I am done.
Last night, Goat said that basically that he's done.
Something's up with him. I don't know what it is. I'll have to corner him up tomorrow and find out what's happening. Something's going on.
While the contest was a success, the night on the whole would still leave Michael with numbers in the red and his back against the wall.
We had a storm that came in on Thursday with 70-mile-an-hour winds, and it just rained all night. It completely annihilated all of our money. I was completely behind the 8-ball for sure. But fortunately, I guess God was watching over us, and we didn't have much damage at all. I mean, what do you do? I mean, when you're in the middle of a rally like this, you just got to keep pressing forward. You can't just fold up in the middle of it and say, I quit. You know, you got to see it through to the end no matter what happens. I'm still hurting from that deal. I got to get all this in the bank and get it wired as soon as possible because I got checks out. Hell, I've got $140,000 worth of checks out just in beer alone.
The rain hurt him almost as much as his kidney stone, and the pain pills he's on can't wash away the numbers.
I mean, we got to cut labor. I understand. Because I can't afford to spend $300,000 on labor. We're down 40%.
A day after the storm, every girl was on notice.
And I tell you what, that girl that's up front right now, that's working days, she ran a $2,000 till. She took home $1,000 in tips. There ain't no way that's possible.
By the final weekend, the Full Throttle has to put up some big numbers, or Michael's dream could go up in smoke. By his calculations, he needs $84,000 from his main bar, another $45,000 in food and beverages, $38,000 in t-shirts, and $33,000 from the rest of his vendors, like the bull rides, burnout pits, and tattoo parlors. His only hope is his best friend, Jesse James Dupree, and his band, Jackal. It's his night to rock, and he'll have to go for broke.
You are the elite. You are the elite badass. Don't give a what the price of gas is. You're gonna save up some beer cans and get the to Sturgis. Put me some money. He's on the road. I like to roll. Need to take him home. Where the clay is red, Lord, big Johnny Dixie. And I'm talking to you now. Hey, hey, my pockets are lined up full of money. We gotta move out there. You know the sound is around to say you want it heavy now.
Jesse doesn't disappoint. The crowd goes crazy, especially when he brings out the chainsaw. After the chainsaw, it's time for a little audience participation.
Do I have any volunteers to make some love to this group tonight? Yeah! We'll see you real soon. Sturgis 2004. Thank you so much. Good night from Jackal.
Jesse did his job. Whether it was enough to save his best friend and his best friend's bar, only time will tell. The rally is over and the crowds are gone. The only thing left is to say goodbye and count up the bad news.
Good night. $6, $6, $5, $6, $6. Yeah, what about that? You know, this year was a devastating year, but hell, it's devastating for everybody.
Someone lost their shoe.
Do what?
Someone lost their shoe.
I got to hash these numbers out and see where we're at. I totally believe that we're going to pull through it. I think that the last 2 days jammed us over the top.
It'll take the staff half of the night to do the final counting.
I don't get to punch out until I have the total.
But one member of the Full Throttle family won't be sharing the heartbreak or the glory.
If that's what matters to him, then he can have this place. I am done this year. I am done.
Bo just texted me. It says, Steve-O has your money. Sorry, but I gotta go. Thanks for all. I'll finish tomorrow because I don't go back on promises. So that's it.
Every year he quits and he says he's not coming back, but I don't know about this year. We'll see how this thing unfolds as we get a little bit closer, but he's one of them guys that we, irreplaceable people too.
How them cleanup crews get all this cleaned up like that fast. They do. It's a tough rally, man. It's a tough thing to do, and it's hard. It's just like it's a roll of the dice whether you're going to come out or not,
I mean, there's times where I get so frustrated. I'm like, screw this place. I can't do this no more. but I can't ever wait for Sturgis to come back, and I hate it when it's over.
Angie's not alone in that love-hate relationship with the rally. In the end, Goat couldn't quit this place and run out on his friends.
I'm gonna give you a hug. I'm Cameron, everything. You know I love you.
My brother.
All right, man.
You don't hit my kidney stone that hard.
The Full Throttle family will stick together for one more year.
I'm not a quitter. I don't give a what happens. I'm gonna be right here. This is me. This bar is me. I've built everything here. I'm not giving it up.
I mean, he built it from a cow field. When it comes to the Throttle, more of his heart is into this place than his mind.
T-shirts aren't in this number.
No.
We rocked the T-shirts yesterday.
I'm totally an optimist. I don't believe in no. I don't believe in the word no or I can't. Them are two of the things that I hate worse than anything.
The bottom line, Michael came up just short of his goal of $2 million, but got close enough to survive.
Where are we at?
That bar's 50K down.
I think we're golden as far as making the payments and being able to get our damn banknotes paid, which is the hard part. That was the part I'm worried about, is the banknotes. And I think we got that.
I love being free. I love the fact of being able to do cool stuff. And if you want to be able to go do something, you ought to have the right to go do it, especially if you're paying for it.
I love you.
I love you too, baby.
You ready for about a week off and do nothing but sleep?
I want to go fishing.
What?
I want to go fishing.
You want to go fishing?
How much construction we're going to get done and how much new for next year is going to happen, I don't know. I've had kind of lined up to go after rally with different things that we're wanting to do, but I'm putting them on hold.
There's two things that are not going to be postponed no matter what kind of money we make here, and that's getting married and having a baby.
That's been a real...
It's time.
Stay tuned. It's hotter than two rats in a wool sock.
Why do you say stuff like that?